For the second part of this video, we will work on the middle part of this library. And the middle part, you can see that the dimension here, the width is 1.1 and then the height is 0.8. So I will go to create shapes, rectangle, and open snap. Start from here, make sure that we have 1.2, just make sure that the dimension is correct, 1.1, sorry. So again, rectangle from here, make sure that we have 1.1 by 0.8. So this is 115. I will zoom in and go to 110 by 0.8. Then I will go to modify, add, edit, spline, and then start working on whatever is required. Here you will see that the thickness is 0.5, here is 0.1. If you want to make them separately, you can create a rectangle for this part, rectangle for this part, rectangle here, and rectangle here. If you're fine with doing them all as one unit, you can go to edit spline, select spline, select the whole spline, and then outline 5 centimeters. For the lower part, we need it to be 1, so I will select this segment. I'll go to segment, then select this segment, right click on move, and y-axis move it up another 5 centimeters. So now we have a total of 1 centimeter. Click on edit spline, extrude, and extrude 300 or 30, sorry. So now we have the middle part. You can either do it like this or you can do it like this to be more accurate. Then we will start doing the shelving. The shelving is, this shelf starts after 0.5, so I'll go back to the top view, rectangle, we need 0.5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So I'll start snap from here. We need it to be 0.5, so I will zoom in and make sure that I have 5 centimeters only. Extrude, in this case I will change it to 28, same as what we did for the other parts. Then I will start another rectangle from here to here. This time I will add edit spline, select the whole spline, offset 1 centimeter, or sorry, 10 centimeters. I think 5 is enough. So again, and instead of 1, I will delete this line, again select the other line and offset 5 centimeters. Now we will start working on the drawers. What I did here is just make one opening. If I add extrude, you'll see that I added only one opening. Because we have 3 drawers, it's better to do 3 openings, not same as what we did here for the cupboard. So again, I will start a new rectangle from this part to this part. Then inside I will create 3 more rectangles. First, you will see that the dimension here is 35. So I will go and divide 35 by 3 rectangles and minus these spacing in between. So let's say that we want the spacing here to be 1 centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 35 minus 4 is 31. Then and I will go and divide 31 by 3, which will give me 10.3. Let's say it's 10 and we will leave the extra centimeter down here. So I will leave 1 from here. We'll go back to snap tool. Make sure that I'm selecting red points and start from this point. So I'll leave 1 and then we will take 10. Leave 1 from this side. Make sure that we have 10 centimeters. Okay. Now again, select this rectangle, by snap, shift and move and leave 1 centimeter in the middle. Copy, 2 copies, now we have 3 and we have the extra 2 in the middle here. Now what I will do, I will go to this line, the original line that we did, not this one, I'll just hide this one, this line, this rectangle. I will convert it to editable spline, right click, editable spline. Then from here I will select attach, and I will attach these 3 lines together. Now they are all one editable spline. If you go here to vertex, you can see all their vertices, segments, and when you click on spline, you can select them separately. Then I will add extrude from here, and you will see that I have 3 openings. Next, we will start working on the doors. For the doors, you can either do what we did for the for this door here. So I will go to extended primitives, select chamfer box, open snap from here to here, and then add the height as let's say 2 centimeters and the fillet to be 0.5. So now we get these parts. Then I can copy them, right click and y-axis. First I will make Ctrl V to make a copy, then in the y-axis -11, which is 10 for the box and 1 for the spacing in between. Again, Ctrl V, copy, in the y-axis -11, unhide all, F3. You will see that they are down, so I will select both of the 3 of them, align to this, and then in the z-axis minimum to maximum. Now we have these drawers. Next we will add the handle. So for the handle, again F3, I will select either cylinder or sphere, because we use cylinder here, so we will use the same. So open snap, add the height to be, for example, 1 centimeter. Now Ctrl V, copy, then in y-axis -11, then Ctrl V, copy, and y-axis -11. I will select both of them, Control and select the 3, and then shift and move to this side. Instance. Okay, now we have all our copies. Okay, for this part I didn't use align, so I will select the other 3 again, and then align to the door here in z-axis minimum to maximum. Now select all of them, group, and make sure that this is the middle part. We're done with this part. Let's see what else do we have. In the mid part here we have this shelf. You can either do it now or you can leave it for later. I will just leave it for later. We'll start working on this part for now. For this part, the thickness is, you can either do 2 separate parts or you can do it as 1 part. It's up to you. I'll start with the thickness here, which is 0.8. From up you can see that, or 0.85. Okay, and for the height it's similar to the other one. I'll just zoom out so you can see properly. So 2.4 by 0.85. You can either do it as we said separately or you can do it as 1 part. I'll do it separately for now. I will start with this part here, which is we need to calculate so we know that this part is up to here, which is 0.5, plus I know that from here to here it's 0.4 plus 0.05 for the thickness plus 4.5 plus 0.05 for the thickness again, then plus 0.16, which is from here to here, and then 0.3, which means plus 0.3 or 0.46. So the total is 1.91. You can either keep it this way or you can make it 1.9. For me it doesn't matter a lot, it depends on your design, but for now let's follow the exercise, which is 1.91. So I'll start with the rectangle. Snap to start from here, 0.35 by 1.91. So 0.35, 191. So I have 190 now. I'll zoom in and add one more. So 191 by 35. Then I will go to, you can see that this line is separated than the other, or this is one continuous line, and then we will create the other parts. So what I will do, I will convert it into editable spline or add edit spline modifier, it's up to you. Take this vertex only, come here to fillet and fillet till you reach there. Then I will go to edges or segments, select this segment, delete, select this segment and delete. Make sure that these two are one vertex, so I can just go to vertex and delete this one, or select these two, go to fuse, weld, and make sure that they are 1 point. Because when I'm using fuse and weld, they are combined in the middle, I'll just leave them for now and I will see if I had any problems later on. If we have a problem, I will select this vertex and move it to this point, or select both, fuse, weld, and then select this point using snap and put it exactly on this thread. Now we're sure that we don't have any problems. Then I will go to spline, select spline, go to outline and outline 5 centimeters. Okay, so we're done with this part. Close, extrude, make sure that it's 30. Next, since this line is a continuous line, I will draw it as one object till here. So I'll start with this, which is 0.5 by 2.4. So I'll start with a rectangle. We know that the rectangle is supposed to start from here. So from here I'll take 0.5 by 2.4. Sorry, we'll start from down here because the height is upper. So we'll start from here, 0.5 by 2.4. Okay. Then we'll go to editable spline, convert to editable spline, select these two vertices, the same thing that we did for this part, select both of them, then go to fuse, go to fillet this part like this, go to vertex, select these two vertices, fuse and weld. Then I will go to segment because I need to break this line and only keep this part till here. So I will select this segment, delete, select this vertex and move it up by 5, because we have here until here 5 centimeters. So I'll select it and move 1, 2, 3, 5. Then go to spline, select this spline, outline 5 centimeters, close, extrude. Then go to the next part, which is this one. I know that I have a rectangle. It will start from here to here with 1 centimeter height. Extrude the same height again, which is 30. Then we'll continue with the same steps that we did for the shelf. So we have this shelf, which starts from here I'll start with a rectangle. I forgot to select rectangle. I'll start from here and to here and make sure that it's 5 centimeters. Then extrude. Again, for the shelf, which is this one, I will leave 0.4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I will start from here up 500. Sorry, I will select rectangle. From here, I will leave 5 centimeters. The same thing above 4.5. So this is 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, I will leave 0.5. Okay, I will select both of them. Sorry, delete. We don't need any rectangles. Select both of them, add, extrude. Make sure that it's 30. We'll do the same thing for this part here, which is this one and this one. So I know that I need to leave 0.58. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 0.8, which is from here. And I'll go up 5 centimeters, and then again extrude. For up here, it doesn't say the dimension, so I will start with the beginning of this arch here, or this square. So I'll start with a rectangle. From here, I'll go up 5 centimeters, and then again extrude. Then we need to do the doors. So I'll start with the base, which is rectangle. It starts from here to here. Then we will leave, let's say, 2 centimeters from here, and go to the middle. We will calculate the middle, the same thing that we did for this part, and then shift and copy from here to here. For instance, okay. Then I will select the rectangle, add edit spline, go to spline, and from here attach this one and this one. Why I can't attach this? Because I made it as instance. So if you did anything as instance, select it, right click, make unique. Right click, make unique will remove the instance from. Or you can select collapse all as well. Now attach, select this rectangle and this rectangle, close, add extrude. Make sure that the extrusion is up to the amount that you want. Let's say it's 28 for example. Then we will add the door, so the same way. So I'll start with compound object, extended primitives, and then select chamfer box, snap is open. So I'll start from this point to this point, add a height of 2 centimeters for example, and then a fillet of 0.5, and then copy, or start another chamfer box from here to here. Again 2 centimeters for the height, and then 0.5 for fillet. Select both of them, F3 so we can see, and align to this box, Z-axis minimum to maximum. We will do the same thing for these drawers, add the handles, the same thing that we did for this part, and then we will be done with the library. Then we need to work on the accessories that we have here. You can see here, I'll just rotate. You will see here that you need to set up the file, which means the grid part that we did at the beginning and the units. Right part of bookshelf, middle part of bookshelf, left part of bookshelf, and then the given object, which is TV, vase, combined shapes. So we will work on these later on in part 3.